Seattle is a vibrant and exciting city with a lot to offer, but the moving process can be overwhelming. That's why we're here to help. My name is Vayna Jerabek, leader of the VM Home Team, and in this video, I'm sharing with you the 6 steps to get to Seattle from wherever you are in the country. Today, we'll cover everything from finding a place to live to getting settled in and familiar with the city. Our information will be below when you're ready to make that move, and let's get into it. So number 1, the most important step when you're moving to Seattle is to research where you're going to live. Seattle has many and diverse neighborhoods, so you can really pick. Do you want to live in the city or the suburbs? Do you like it quiet or do you like it loud and fun? Zillow and Redfin will only get you as far as bedrooms, bathrooms, and monthly payment, but checking out our other videos on the neighborhood and visiting the city for a tour if you can to see all the different areas and neighborhoods and figure out where you want to live. When you're coming through, let us know. Our agents are on call and ready to show you the pros and cons of our wonderful city. Step number 2 to move to Seattle is to create a budget. Consider the cost of moving, housing, and any other expenses you may incur, and make sure you're well prepared financially to make the move so that you don't run into any surprises on the way over. Number 3, make a plan about your current home. If you're renting, make sure your lease is properly terminated or complete. And if you own a home, decide whether you're going to rent out your current home or list it on the market. If you own your house, there are a lot of factors to consider when deciding to rent or sell it, i.e., do you need the money in your current house to move to the next? Are you willing to landlord across state lines? And does the home even make sense as a rental? We're happy to start this conversation with you, and if you are in another state, we have connections to qualified agents nationwide who will work with to make sure your sale to purchase is easy and smooth. Number 4, to get to Seattle, you want to find a home to live. So this is where we come in. We will help you look for a new home that meets your needs and budget. Be sure to consider the difference between renting and owning as well. If you're going to live there for more than 3 to 5 years, it probably makes sense to look at your buying options, especially with our first-time homebuyer programs and down payment grants available. It can be very easy to buy a home here in Seattle. But if you're not sure exactly which areas you like yet, or you prefer the convenience of no maintenance, then it might make sense to rent for a while. Either way, you'll want to make sure you have a great home that supports your needs and makes sense financially. So that's where we come in to have that conversation with you. Our professionals will ask you questions, assess your situation, and see where it'll make sense for you to buy. Number 5 step to move to Seattle, consider the weather. This is a fun one because yes, it does rain all the time, but no, it's not as bad as everyone thinks. Maybe it's because I'm from here, but the rain is not all that bad. At best, it's a consistent drizzle from fall to spring. We do have heavy rain sometimes, so yes, if you're coming from somewhere sunny, don't forget your raincoat. And the last step, pack up and move your belongings. So there are a few top tips for making a big move. Hiring a moving company that will pack up your things and have them ready for you when you pull up to that new home in the next state can be super convenient. Or just rent a moving truck to transport your belongings with you as you go. If this is your first time going across state lines, doing something like hiring a moving company can make that transition way easier. So those are our 6 steps. If you are planning to move to Seattle, don't wait any longer to find your dream home. Book your appointment with us today by clicking the calendar link in the description below. Choose a time that works for you. We will reach out and have that conversation with you to help you find the perfect place to call your own. Remember, you can never be too prepared, so reach out, let's start the conversation, and make sure to subscribe to this channel to stay tuned for all the latest tips and information on making the transition as smooth and stress-free as possible. Thanks for watching, and we'll talk to you soon.